Nergish, in my role at Headmasters, we employ over 1,000 hairdressers. You know, in the UK, I'm excited to talk to them about PHAB Service Star. In terms of the salon professional, from their perspective, I've got a few questions, and I know that it includes hairdressers, barbers, colorists, beauty therapists, and nail technicians.
Absolutely.
All of which I'm a client of myself as well.
There you are.
What is the main benefit to a salon professional of applying for the PHAB Service Star?
Perfect. So basically, there is an algorithm set up so that it takes it out of all of our hands and puts it in the hands of proof and evidence of performance. So industry average, people work at an industry average. The industry always has an average of how many customers one sees a day, etc., etc. So we've taken critical averages in the industry, and we actually have an advisory board member that looks after those averages specifically. And I'll come to that in a little while. But those industry averages is what you're judged by. So nobody that gets a PHAB Service Star can be performing at industry average or below. You have to be outperforming your peers to start with to be able to get the PHAB Service Star. It's simple as that. So that means that they have officially proven that they're functioning at a higher level than everyone else, just by being a holder of a PHAB Service Star. So they provide us.
I'm assuming here then that two of the key benefits for the professional.
Yes.
One is the accolade and the tap on the shoulder for doing a great job.
Yeah.
And secondly, the opportunity to gain new and more clients through being a holder.
So let's put it this way. The point and the mission of PHAB Service Stars is to drive business to the seats and the beauty beds and the nail technician stations of the people that outperform.
Amazing.
That's all. We are driving business to the best doors, and that's the reward. The recognition is the holder of the PHAB Service Star says, just by saying, like a chef would, I'm using this as an example, like a chef says, I'm a Michelin star holder.
Yeah.
In our hair and beauty, I want people to be able to say, I'm the holder of a PHAB Service Star. And that means something because I've proven my performance excels.
Yeah, yeah.
You with me?
Brilliant, brilliant. And I'm sure when a lot of professionals have watched this interview with you, that they will want to know how they can apply for a PHAB Service Star.
It's easy. You literally go online. You need a few of your numbers calculated over a period of your last 6 weeks performance. And you put those numbers in and it'll automatically tell you straight away whether whether you qualify to apply, and you can apply straight away right there. Alternatively, if you don't qualify and if you fail our test, basically because you're performing at industry average or below, then we actually send you an email telling you what areas you will need to improve.
So it's coaching somebody then as well.
It is coaching somebody, but it doesn't have to be that you have to get your training from one person. We're actually telling you what type of training you will require. And the beauty of it is, although it locks you out for 3 months, it's giving you the 3 months to improve your performance to come back and reapply.
Okay, amazing.
So here's the thing. The beauty about this is when you don't pass our application's first step, there are pretty much 2 steps. You put in your numbers, you give us your customer testimonial names, etc. You give us your manager's name to be able to confirm that what you're telling us is in fact based in fact, etc. And then we do the second step is that we do our verification processes, because we are covered by our advisory board is literally the who's who of the best people in industry. Wow. And so we have got people on our advisory board that actually look at specific areas. So I'll give you a very quick example. On our advisory board, we have someone representing consumer PR that'll talk to the magazines once we've got enough people on our website to go out and tell consumer magazines, hey, start looking out for the PHAB Service Star. We have someone looking after clean beauty and sustainability as we go forward and move the standard forward. We have someone representing the nail industry. We have someone telling us about environmental best practices. But who have we got talking about environmental best practices? Someone who actually supplies our industry with environmentally friendly products. We've taken the best people who do things at the best possible level to supervise the fact that we, as the PHAB Service Stars, are doing right by our industry.
That's fantastic.
And that's what makes me most proud, that although it was my brainchild, I couldn't have done it without these fabulous people looking over my shoulder going, "Oi, Nergish, oi."
Yeah.
A little less emphasis on that, a little bit more emphasis on this.
And anybody that does that cares about the profession, the industry, the future of it, and the careers of those professionals.
Absolutely.
Yeah, brilliant.
So,
brilliant.
That's why I keep saying it is not just a brainchild of one person. It then had to be put in safe hands.
Yeah.
It cannot be run by one person. It cannot. It has to be it has to belong to the industry. The ambition, honestly, is to leave this to the industry's youth so that we maintain the standards.
It's brilliant. I mean, on a personal level, you did talk to me about this concept 11, 12, 15 years ago as it was a seed that you had.
It's been a long time coming because we've had to find a beauty therapist's average in the industry and then set their average, their performance levels at a higher level. Whereas that differs to how a nail technician functions. That differs to how a barber functions. So we've had to go out and find the industry averages for each sector. We might as well talk about renewals because it ties in here. What we did not want is for one person to impress us once and then never have to impress us again. Because each year, we need people to prove that their performance is higher than industry average. So nobody gets to rest on their laurels. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
And going further, every year, the advisory board member that is in charge of industry averages will see if industry averages have improved. That means if industry averages improve, our requirements go higher.
Okay.
And that's how you raise the standard in the industry.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
You know what's ringing in my head here is things around honesty and transparency, which I think, going back to the question about what's different to the Google reviews, for instance, this is a very transparent approach. I love it, Nergish. It's a great concept.
I have to say it's been years of hard work, but it's being around people like you. One of your inspiring quotes to me in something that I did recently during lockdown called Conversations with Nergish, and I think you got it in a nutshell when you said that the first lady you worked for had basically told you, okay is not okay. And if you had to describe PHAB Service Stars in any way, it is that if you're okay, it isn't happening for you here.
No, and that for me is kind of, it's in my heart, it's in who I am as a professional. It drives me every single day in what I do. So fantastic. So professionals are going to want to know if there is a cost to them being a PHAB Service Star holder.
So the application process, because of course we have to employ people to do it, etc. And we brought the costs down to £80 plus VAT. Your card does not get charged if you fail.
Okay.
Process. So no refunds are given because no money is taken off you.
Okay. And for clarity, with the renewal annual, is that the
annual renewal is £80
well?
Because we basically go through the same process again, because we do have to talk to your customers. We do have to talk to your manager. There are processes in place. It's not just the application process. It's then the time we spend on the verification of it all.